So garden.
Having trouble in your love life? I have the answers. It's called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together. And this week in your story, the sun is in Leo. That means your heart chakra is on fire, but the moon is a bumpy road. Let's take a look at the planets. The sun moves into chapter 2 of Sun in Leo this week. That means you'll be focusing on proficiency of love and loving others. This is your source energy or inner child, the I love consciousness. That's going to be groovy. It's the moon that's the bumpy road. It starts in Gemini and then goes through and over Jupiter and Black Lilith. Then on Tuesday we have an electric, powerful new moon, and the moon will end in Virgo. These are the signs most affected, but over the new moon, Leo and Aquarius are the two signs that will probably be drawn in, may even have to fall asleep. It's kind of a sleepy time, I find, a new moon. Now looking at orbits, man, there are 3 chakras that are most affected this week by the planets. The 3rd chakra by Jupiter and will be till 2014. But this week, the sun in Leo brings awareness to the heart chakra, and the moon literally tours from the 2nd to the 3rd, and by the end of the week, we'll be heading for the throat chakra. So for those of people who are holding secrets, you'll literally feel that secret kind of coming up as the moon moves through these chakras and through to the next side. Looking at the planets, we still have that grand trine in water going on for the 3 planets of Saturn, Neptune, and the party in Black Lilith and Jupiter at the bottom. We do have that square that's been going on forever between Uranus, and Pluto. That's going to continue, of course. And we have a square between that party going on in Cancer and Uranus. Now, Uranus is working on innovating our personal character and strength. So I'd imagine that Pluto and the party in Cancer is forcing that innovation. And lucky us, that whole party in Cancer is opposing Pluto retrograde, which means we're working on rewriting rules or laws or inner kind of obligations to accommodate that emotional growth that we're doing on that side. And we'll, of course, talk about that more in your horoscope. So let's get into the details of this beautiful array and take the ascension elevator up for a bird's eye view of you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, Officer Scorpio and Scorpio Rising. So good to see you. Welcome to 33,000 feet for the bird's eye view of you. The sun is in Leo, and the Scorpions are getting into their power. We're talking career here. We're in chapter 2 of Sun in Leo, and the Scorpions are stepping into the I decide state of awareness. This is a part of you that determines where the future will lie. And if you don't know, Scorpios use their heart to determine that. In fact, sometimes things get so dark for Scorpios or Scorpio risings, you have to go on your career path because that's where your heart is lit up the most. Your inner child comes out when you're planning the future. And by the way, to those Scorpios who were upset with my death talk last week, I'm very sorry. I was actually trying to be of soul service. And it's interesting how people kind of get triggered in a Saturn transit, isn't it? Well, that said, with the sun in Leo, we're in chapter 2 this week, and you're cutting away from poor decisions or decisions that didn't serve your heart. Now that includes the career, so this is very career-centric. This week you're going to get into the management of decisions, which in other words, every time you make a decision, you want to bring your heart into that equation, that inner prince or princess. So this week you're going to be really working on your policies, your governing, and hopefully stepping ahead with that direction. And with Jupiter in Cancer, there's some intense, fast learning going on in the background. Let's take a close look at the planets. The sun will move from step 11 to step 18. So you will heal your career path or cut away and heal from whatever you didn't like or the decisions you didn't like. And you will, by the end of the week, be taking action on your new legacy plans. And for you stay-at-home moms and fathers, this is your children and your children's future planning. Now back in beliefs, Mercury is still there, so you're still trying to determine and decide what your life purpose is. So you're kind of catching up with life purpose decisions as you're trying to get ahead with career. And Mars is making you cranky about learning or lack of knowledge. And Jupiter says you will decide what you don't believe, and you'll be aiming to educate yourself on what you do believe by the end of the week. So a lot of this career stuff has to do with beliefs and life purpose for the Scorpios and Scorpio risings. Now with Saturn in Scorpio, that ego development, you want to just keep your ego and mind on the same team. So the smartass and dumbass need to work together. If you get my USA reports in the GA email list, but we call the dumbass and the smartass. That's what the ego and the mind is, and they work together. It can be lethal. So what you want to do is just keep your mind positive, keep things positive. Don't fall back into the gray areas, and don't let other people fall back into gray areas either. People have had enough time to honor your boundaries, Scorpio. Saturn is going to take no prisoners here. Now with Pluto in Capricorn, thank goodness this is retrograde. That means you are figuring out and coming to the bottom of old mind games, but you're not going to start any new mind games. For those caught up in court cases, it's going to be on hold with Pluto retrograde. This is until September 21st, unfortunately. But you need the time to correct your attitude and to clean out your thoughts. Your life is changing, you're getting stronger, and the smartass needs to be reprogrammed, quite frankly. Now, looking at last week real quick. Last week was a very psychic week where you were really trying to figure out what you believe, what brings life purpose. It was definitely a tuned out week for the Scorpions and Scorpio risings. You had until Thursday, though, to muster up what your beliefs were and therefore decide what career decisions need to change. So it was deciding something was going to go in career, or maybe you were going to stop going for something in your career, to give up a fight because you realize your heart's not behind it. Remember, this is all about, is your heart behind it or not? On Friday, you probably took action. On Saturday, we were holding space. Coming to this week, on Sunday will be a day of really healing the ego and all of everything that's related to career and decisions. You'll forgive yourself for any career decisions that didn't go well in the past. You'll want to move forward. The moon moves from Gemini out of a lot of intimacy, trust issues into Cancer. And really Sunday night and Monday is a very emotional, detached, private, explorative, have I learned, have I not learned. The moon's going to cross over Jupiter and Black Lilith. So you'll go through a lot of introspection and learning and private learning in those 2 days. Monday night, though, you're going to be wanting to aim for career again and thinking career very strongly. And Tuesday is Lightcast Day, the most powerful day of the month to manifest your personal intentions. In this case, the most powerful day of the year for Scorpios and Scorpio risings to Lightcast career. So you really want to fill your heart with love and project, with that loving heart, the direction you see your career legacy going and what you want drawn in through law of attraction to support you. Now, strangely enough, Jupiter at 8 degrees on the same day is saying you're coming to a final decision about beliefs. So you wait to the last minute to decide what you believe in or don't believe in, and that belief is part of all this life purpose and career direction. Remember, with Jupiter in Cancer, you are working on life purpose and beliefs for a full year. That's the Jupiter Gets Emotional video. That's what it'll cover for you. So it is a breakthrough Uranus-ruled Lightcast day. In other words, something in that day is going to break down and never return the way it was. And by Wednesday, it'll be breakthrough. The moon will still be in Leo, so it's a very professional day. Career, very heavy career Wednesday, very heavy career Tuesday as well, on Lightcast day. On Thursday, things restore to peace, and the moon is more social. So with the moon in Virgo, you're more socially orientated, you're more connected to your social life, your reputation, and peace has ensued with career, so it's a nice peace day. Friday, you're probably going to have to go for something in your career, and what's interesting is, or make a decision about children or legacy or future, but the other planets show me that you won't have the information you're hoping for, and you'll have to make some sort of action. So this is where the brave get paid, and the losers end up hurting too if you go wrong. This is also where you better, get down and meditate. That Neptune retrograde at 4 degrees in Pisces says spiritual miracles, particularly for Scorpios with their inner child and what their heart wants. So if you connect to God universe, that grand trine connects your inner child to your beliefs and over to the ability to change your ego. And so the three, inner child, ego, and beliefs, can unite, but you got to listen to your higher self or that little crack or that little door or trying that one little thing that no one would have tried had you not meditated for just 1 minute. So meditation is going to separate the light workers from those who take another round, or those who get to work in the higher light or the purple light or whatever you want to call it. Don't want to put too much on it, but there is an upstairs and the staircase. Now on Friday, you're taking action without faith, and Saturday, you're loving and trusting you did the right thing. That infinity basically is saying that hopefully you did the right thing and you're making a decision and committing to a career future on Saturday, but again, probably with no empirical evidence or science in the universe. This is one of those things. So taking a quick look at next week is going to be a week of action and change, some profound change. So you're going to see results right away from this Lightcast day. Sunday, you take action even though you may not know if it's going right. And when it comes to the new belief structure, Jupiter 10 degrees says Scorpios are holding that belief and manifesting a new belief or manifesting a new education. Spiritual miracles also possible. And Thursday, quantum breakthrough for everyone on the planet. Interesting stuff. For you, that will be career, so you might get some notice on that. Now, I want to personally invite you to step up your magic and come to my guided hangouts. It's live on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm teaching people how to step in their heart and step in their magic. You can be in the studio audience if you have Google Plus and a webcam, and if you can't make Wednesdays, no worries. I recast it on Saturdays, and I'll be sure to put it out there on Facebook, all that sort of thing. Also, if you want some help with this belief structure, wisdom, and all that sort of thing, Jupiter gets emotional. This video will last between now through your birthday and the end of the year. Very affordable for risings and for sun signs. And I have it available on MP3 if you want to listen to it on the beach. I'm great on the beaches, that's what I hear. Also, don't forget you can get Act 2 for just $3.99. This makes a great gift for someone who won't listen. And you can get a Serious Joy reading for just $99.99 till the end of the month. So if you wanted some FaceTime with me and you only got $100, this is the time. The price does go up. It was my summer sale. And right now, the most incredible thing, you can book time immediately. I've got this new software that lets you book time immediately. This is all at soulmart.me. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you listening to these commercials because these products do keep me on the air. All right, Scorpios and Scorpio rising, so much love and light to you. Go for your career. Go out there. Do it. I'm proud of you. I know you can. I'll see you in 7 days with more. Until then, live, love, be.
So